Welcome to the Black Gay History Channel. Please share this video and subscribe to this channel for more captivating content. Because of my North American background in the US and Canada, my news is skewed to what's going on in the New World. But in the Old World, in Europe, many Black, gay, and LGBTQ people have found love, family, and career success. After finding some more Black LGBTQ history from Italy earlier this month, I realized that several Black gay people have made their mark or found success in Italy. Italy is my top European country I wish to travel to, for the history, for the food, and a fine-ass man. And it's endearing to know that many Black LGBTQ people have found success in Italy. Here's a quick list of Black LGBTQ people who've made a mark on pop culture in Italy. Nat Kelly Cole. Nat Kelly Cole was an actor and model, and the son of Nat King Cole, one of the kings of American jazz and easy listening. By the time Nat Kelly became a member of the Cole family, Nat King Cole had cemented himself as one of the biggest stars in music and an American legend who brought Black talent and visibility to new heights in the modern world. The young family would be featured in many of the most popular Black entertainment magazines of the day, like Jet, capturing Nat Kelly's adorable youth and the Black American dream of a successful Black family. Natalie Cole, his eldest sister, was already a Grammy Award-winning and beloved star by the beginning of his acting career, with her own string of hits throughout the mid-1970s. In 1987, Kelly Cole would star in the Italian action film Brothers in Blood, a high-impact action mystery about the Vietnam War. Interestingly enough, there are even a few glimpses of drag queens in the film, adding another queer moment to the film besides the actor Nat Kelly Cole himself. Nat Kelly Cole had come out to Natalie Cole, his sister, and some close family friends, living as an openly Black gay man since the age of 19 in 1978. Sterling St. Jacques. Sterling St. Jacques was an accomplished fashion model, pop singer, actor, and all-around Renaissance man, who is considered by many to be the first internationally recognized male supermodel. The 6'2" model and would work for popular fashion brands throughout the 1970s and 80s, and was also known to be a popular socialite and entertainer with high-profile love interests. Jacques would cover many popular magazines at the time like Playmen, and walked in fashion shows for brands like Halston, Givenchy, and another Black gay icon mentioned on the channel, Willie Smith. It was rumored that for a time the designer Givenchy and Sterling St. Jacques were living together in Givenchy's Swiss castle. In the early 1980s, Sterling St. Jacques would cross over from fashion into music, using his beautiful tenor voice to make feel-good dance tracks that went over well in Europe, particularly Italy. I was pleased to hear several pleasing tracks from the singer released in the early 80s, including Blue, Again, Comin' Into Love, and Mr. Moonlight. I also think his 1980 track, Muscle Man, is pretty homoerotic, and can't help but wonder if St. Jacques was pushing the queer envelope with his music at a time when gay men wouldn't really be accepted or marketed in the music industry. Sterling St. Jacques would sing for massive crowds in Italy and enjoyed fame and success in the country. Ajita Wilson. Ajita Wilson was a popular trans model, actress, and until recently, no one told me we had a trans movie star during the blaxploitation and action movie era of the 1970s and 80s. According to Wikipedia, Ajita Wilson was born in Brooklyn, New York, or Michigan, to a Brazilian mother and an African-American father, but not much was known about her childhood publicly. After her gender reassignment surgery in the 1970s, she was discovered by photographer Bill King, who launched her into the fashion world as a model, and in the 1970s she relocated to Milan and picked up her acting career. According to Wikipedia, Wilson has a massive and extensive resume in film, going from modeling to acting, and working in some adult entertainment or what would be considered hardcore theater. One of her most notable films is The Nude Princess, which was released in 1976, and she would go on to film over 40 films, mostly films produced in Italy and Europe. Another one of her standout films that I think I've even heard about is Black Aphrodite. Though the original title of the movie is Italian, there are two English names for this action movie, Black Aphrodite and Blue Passion, that was released in 1977 and is set in Greece. John Amaechi. John Azumo Ekuga Amaechi is a former professional basketball player, nonprofit executive director, and philanthropist who became the first player to come out as an openly gay athlete in 2007. The Nigerian, British, and American basketball player was raised in between the US and the UK throughout his childhood and began his career playing college basketball at Vanderbilt and Penn State. After playing for teams in the UK, Greece, Italy, and France, Amaechi would head back to the States playing for the Orlando Magic, Utah Jazz, and the Houston Rockets throughout the early aughts. Amaechi played for the Virtus Bologna Italian basketball team in Italy in 1997, a team based in Bologna in North Italy. It's pretty common for former college players to play for professional European teams, then transfer to the NBA, or vice versa, and during this time period, Italian teams were scouting more homegrown Italian talent, so I'm sure it was a competitive environment, though he was only there for a year. After leaving basketball behind, Amaechi told his story of being a closeted NBA player in an ESPN documentary series, officially becoming the first to ever discuss being a gay man in the league's history. Eninful. For 6 years, gay Ghanaian fashion icon and director Edward Eninful would become the editor-in-chief of British Vogue, the first black editor-in-chief in the magazine's long and illustrious history. Eninful was born in Ghana to a military family and would relocate to London as a teenager with his family, soon becoming immersed in the world of fashion. By age 18, Edward Eninful was already making massive waves in fashion, becoming the fashion director of ID, making him the youngest fashion director for any international fashion publication in history. In 1998, Eninful would make another major move in the fashion industry by becoming a contributing editor to Italian Vogue, breaking yet another glass ceiling for black creatives in fashion. Vogue, considered the top fashion magazine brand in the world, clearly loved the artistic vision of Eninful, who in 2006 would also become a contributing editor of American Vogue as well. One of his most noteworthy works would be his vision of creating the Black issue in Italian Vogue in 2008, highlighting and celebrating black models and creatives throughout the magazine. This particular issue would sell out across the US and Europe in 72 hours, and needed to be printed several times over to make up for the issue's popularity and sales. The historic issue would also feature legendary black supermodels Naomi Campbell, Jordan Dunn, and Alec Weck.